Right, y'all, I just found something out super crazy and amazing. And I couldn't wait to share it with you. Okay? So, I read in my cultural geography book. I'm homeschooled, as you know. For those of you who don't, I'm homeschooled. Anyway, I read in my cultural geography book that about how the ability to use the earth, to use the things from the earth, you know, how we mow our lawn or plant a garden or take care of our animals or even just breathe, take a sip of water, build a house, paint a house, you know. Basically anything we do, really. Any technological advancement, anything. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Now, I never thought about this. Did you know that that is actually a God-given ability? My mind was blown because I never thought of it like that. I just thought it's something that we do to live, you know? But I mean, you some of you may have heard the saying uh uh that we need to do everything that we do for Christ to worship him. Well, I always wondered, how do you do that? I mean, if you're say doing schoolwork, your mind is not focused on God, it's focused on the math problem, you know? At least mine is. And so, but it's the ability. We're using the ability to solve the math problem. Isn't that incredible? I mean, that ought to give you a dose of self-confidence that you have God-given abilities. You know? God-given abilities. That's just incredible in my mind. And it's hard for me to grasp. It's hard for me to grasp. Hmm. Sorry, zoned out thinking about that. Anyway, so I was thinking that it would be fun to try to find some verses in my handy dandy Holy Bible and see if we can find any verses to support that. Right, so we'll start in Genesis because that's pretty much where the whole story starts. Right. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Okay, so we see here that God created the whole earth. So it must be for him. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. Ah, so there was nothing, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Okay. And here's the thing, God created the waters too. But so there was nothing in the beginning but God. Now, a lot of people say the big drawback for them about not believing in God is they say, well, if everything in the universe was created by God, who created God, he cannot just merely exist on his own. The thing is, he can. He is the Alpha and the Omega, which means that he is the beginning and the end. And so, basically, he can just be. He just always has been and always will be. From the beginning to all the rest of the days. You know? So, he was always there for us and will always be there for us. He'll never leave us nor forsake us. Now, that's something to think about, too. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. So he made the light. Okay, let's skip over to where he makes humanity, shall we? Okay. So God created man in his own image. In his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male, female, he created them. Isn't that amazing? Ooh, sorry. Promise I don't have COVID. I sneezed. I sneezed. I sneezed. Okay, let's go over to verse 26. We're in verse 27. Now we're going to jump up here to 26. And God said, let us make man in our own image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So there we have it, folks. We are made to have dominion over the earth. Is that not incredible? People are walking around thinking, oh, I don't have a purpose. I have no purpose in life. Your purpose is to be here and now. You have dominion over the earth. God created you for here and now. You know? And you have God given abilities. Even if you say, oh, I don't have any God given abilities, I have no talents, I can never serve the Lord. You can. By simply taking a breath, you are using your God given ability. Did you know that? I mean, I just want you to think about that because that should encourage you that you do have a purpose. You are loved, even if you think that nobody in the world loves you. God loves you, and He made you for that purpose to be here and now and have dominion over the earth. I mean, goodness knows what you'll go on to do. I mean, you can do anything with the Lord's help. You can do anything. And I just want you to think about these things because these things just blew my mind. And I just wanted to come on here and maybe, hopefully, these things will encourage you. And I hope they do because they really encouraged me. And I really like to study apologetics. And I enjoy learning about our purpose here on earth because honestly, like every other teenage girl in this world and teenage boys too, I struggle with, you know, with my purpose and, not really identity issues. I'm pretty good on that, but um the word slipped from my mind. What is it? Oh, come on now. Think, Becky. Think. I struggle a lot with, um, self-esteem. That's the word. That is the word. Oh, I couldn't think of the word. Self-esteem. I struggle a lot with self-esteem. Like every other kid in this world, in this age, in this life. And, so I like reading these verses because they give me a lot of, I don't know, they tell me what I'm here for and uh, why I'm important, why I'm good to be me. Because God created me in His own image. Never forget that. And if you don't believe in God today, I mean, you think what you think. That's your choice. Getting saved is not only about recognizing the need, but recognizing the want. You have to want it. And if you don't want that right now, okay, yeah. But I do want you to please keep in mind this idea and this thought, and the idea of the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I want you to keep that in mind. Even if you don't believe in God, don't dismiss that idea straight away. It's life changing, really. Um, yeah. And I'm not gonna sit here and preach hellfire to you because that does good in some cases, but not all. And so, um, yeah. Mhm. So, if you choose not to believe right now at this time, okay? That's your choice. Honestly, it really is your choice. Like I said, you have to want it. Um, if you say, I'll never believe, um, don't rule out that possibility. Um, but let me tell you, God loves you. Even if you think that you're not loved by anybody in the world, God loves you. Okay? Okay. See you later.